Hello, everyone. I am. This is afternoon in Denmark. I'm in my garden, and I have received some fan mail, if you can call it that. I've received a message, and I think I should read it to you. And there's like a little challenge in it. There's something we can go and do together. So I think that is something I want to do because there's a little bit of list building here. So the message is from Craig Brown. If people don't know who Craig is actually a TO. He is one of the event organizers for the WTC, and he's also a bold action player. So he writes, "Dear Bold Action, long-time listener, first-time caller. I have a tournament in early 2023, and I think it's time I made a competitive army to run in tournaments. I need your help. The event is 1250, single platoon, either reinforced, theater, or tank, with no special characters, warplanes, or war correspondents. I would like to ask your help in building a long-range desert/SAS list. I don't have any models for this army yet, so the choice is open to you." That is a lot of confidence you're placing in me, Craig. But I do like a bit of list building. I do enjoy that. So I have, of course, taken up this challenge of building a list. Now, if you're going to go and build long-range desert group, I think it's a good idea to do this. I think long-range desert group is a strong competitive choice if you're going to run theaters, especially if you're not going to run tank platoons, which is again maybe the best thing to do competitively. Although long-range desert group is so much fun. So it's a fun army to play at the same time as I think it can be very, very competitive. One of the things that we have seen is that the Northwestern Europe, where is it? There, SAS Northwestern Europe, that is also a strong choice. But I think we should do either, let's look at SAS Independent Reinforced or SAS Early Reinforced. We could also do perhaps a bit of Piracy Special Forces. I think those are the ones to go with. We're looking at Western Desert, right? Those are the lists that I want to look at. So let's go and start out with looking at perhaps a bit of piracy. Now, perhaps a bit of piracy is quite interesting because it has a lot of choices for gun trucks. It has that 30 CBT truck, but it's really light on infantry. And if we're going to go 1250, I think this is going to be light on choices. So I don't think that we can actually build a 1250 list in this. Although we can get, I mean, go look. One of them is 100 points ish, and you can get a little bit more. But at 1250, you're going to have 12 choices at least. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're going to struggle filling out all this for a 1250 list. So not a bit of piracy. I think that is not the way to go. Oh, it takes a while here. New list. Do we have any up here? I always use Easy Army for this. I know I should be using the books, but one, I don't have all the books. Two, just starting out with Easy Army, then checking with the books afterwards, I think is the way to go, because Easy Army is so much easier just to build stuff on, right? Okay, we don't really have any here. No. Okay. So let's go and look at the SAS Early Reinforced Platoon Special Forces. Oh, it's even worse. Look, it's all infantry. We're not doing that. New list. So the right one to do is SAS Independent Reinforced Platoon Special Forces. Let's go. Yeah. So, right, we have the Jeeps. The Jeeps are going to be the main focus of this force, and we shall have a lot of them. So SAS Jeeps, and look here, we have front-facing twin Wickers MMGs. I don't think you want to exchange that for an HMG just because it's a twin MMG. It's really useful most of the time, but we are going to struggle with getting enough anti-tank here. So I think forward-facing wing-mounted LMG, forward-facing wing-mounted MMG, one of those. Let's go with the MMG. I like it. Not at a rear-facing MMG, I don't think we should. The front is where we want to shoot the enemy. We're not going to turn the rear, right? Okay. I think that's good. That would give us 3 MMGs on this one SAS Jeep. That's really good. Now, look, this is where these MMGs, these Jeeps shine. They have recce. They have behind enemy lines, which is that bonus to outflanking. They have deflate those tires, which means they can go through difficult terrain, sandy or rocky terrain, and 6 inches, so slow, but still. And they have hit and run, which means that if any vehicle in this list is currently assigned an advance order, it may react to enemy shooting. So you may advance, you may shoot, and then you may still recce. That is amazing. That is what really builds this list. And you can even make one of them a lead vehicle, which means that it's the lieutenant of the list. So save that and back. I think we should go lead vehicle for this, unless we can. We might look at the lieutenant and see if he's really good for something interesting. But to start with, we're just going to buy a lot of these Jeeps. These Jeeps are really good. Let's go look at the officer then. You can have lieutenants, SAS lieutenants. Do they have anything special? They can have up to 3 men, so they can have extra dudes, veteran dudes, which would give us extra infantry, which I actually kind of like. Okay. We're going to wait with that a little bit. We do need some SAS infantry sections, and I think they should be 8-man units. They should have SMGs because they are so good. The SMGs, really like it. No reason to go like machine gun. You can have a designated team medic for 5 points. Not sure it's worth it. We might go back and get it, but right, yeah. You can have extra men. You can have extra lieutenants in it. I'm not a huge fan. They have all kinds of wacky special rules in this selector. Love it, love it, love it, love it. But I don't think it's absolutely necessary to go that route. But the SMGs on this SAS infantry is really good because that will mean you get assault, and they are stubborn as well. So they're really difficult to get killed. And all those SMGs means that you have sort of an assault unit. Right. Let's go and watch this Bliss buggy because I think that is actually needed as well. Forward-facing cowl-mounted twin-linked Vickers MMGs. May add twin because MMGs covering the forward, left, and right arcs. Yes, another Daka. Yes, go. Definitely. I also think we should get some long-range desert Chevys, 30 CVTs. Really good truck. And look, they have deflate the tires and behind enemy nines and recce. Damn, these are good. So you have a pintle-mounted MMG. You may replace it with a twin Wickers LMG for 15 points. So I think we should do that. That's 10 shots coming out. You can go extra MMGs on it. Let's just see if it's needed before we do that. Sorry. At least one choice must be selected. I didn't choose anything. There we go. Right. I want at least 2 of these transports. They can have 10 men in them. Right now we only have 8-man groups, so we're going to need to have something else, and that is SAS Demolition Teams. Now these are quite fun because they can drop bombs. These demolition teams have they plant Lewis bombs prior to the beginning of the battle, so that bomb, you place a marker, it's really fun. And it is actually kind of good. And if you do 2-man teams, they can go in the transports with the other SAS. There we go. And we are taking 2 demolition teams. Yes. Lovely. Right. So everything we have infantry-wise right now can go in the trucks here. That's pretty good. Should we go Jeep leader or should we go? I think we should. Let's just look at that. Lead vehicle. Confers +2 morale bonus to other SAS vehicles in the platoon within 6 and +1 within 12. Yeah, it is pretty cheap. I think we should do that for one of those. No, we were going to go for wing-mounted MMG. 15 MMG shots. Damn, we have a lot of MMGs. Should we actually go and get HMGs as well? Just so we can hunt a little bit of AT. I think we must. But not on the lead vehicle. The lead vehicle is definitely not going to be hunting. Right, so I am going to change these up a bit. I'm going to go and get the HMG for free. It's a lot of machine gun shots I'm missing out on 2 of those. Should we go 3? Maybe. We can. We're going to go and get more Jeeps. And with extra, there we go. And a 6th Jeep. Okay, we are overpriced. I think we should maybe cut out the blitz buggy. It has MMG shots. Is that important? We have a lot of MMG shots. We're cutting that out. I want to clear the unit. Yes. Save and back. Right. We have 100 points left. Stubborn fighters, tough fighters. What should we use those last 100 points for? Like right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 order dice. I think we should go up in order dice if we can, but we spend a lot of points. And we need more infantry. We don't have the points right now. What should I do here? I really like the idea of having... Oh, wait a minute. I could do one thing. Just bear with me here. I'm replacing the submachine guns. No, the rifles with submachine guns. And I am going down here. Let's do this. Right, I'm basically splitting up this infantry section into 2 infantry sections, and they can both get into the same Ford truck. So that got us a few more infantry sections. This infantry section is foot slugging right now. Front view. I'm sorry, I'm cutting out the lead vehicle rule because I don't think it actually removes the demand for the lieutenant. I think we still have to have a lieutenant. So we're going second lieutenant, 1 officer, and up to 3 men. Oh, that is so expensive. Can we actually get something that's cheaper? No, we can't. We have to take him. Okay. And we even have to buy the SMGs. Normally on an officer you get them for free, right? That sucks. So we're overcosted again. This is turning into a bit of a tricky one. I am cutting out this group. Clear? Because then I am go back. Yep, we're going back. Okay. I'm going to get a transport jeep. Now, look, the transport jeeps for this don't get the loose transport capacity. It remains a transport, which is nice, even if you add guns to it. So let's buy one. Oh, we're still going over price, aren't we? Oh, what to cut? I know what to cut. This large infantry section. I'm sorry, Greg, you're not getting close combat SAS. You're getting them at. I'm instead cutting up the infantry into smaller sections, which means that I can actually buy for the officer. Here we go. Give the officer SMGs, give them all SMGs. So now we have the officer in a 4-man group, just like the rest. Okay? And then we don't actually need this Jeep anymore, because we're not transporting him. that is big as K. Yeah. I'm gonna cut this out. Okay. So, saving back. Should we go and watch that Blitz buggy again? What was the price? 90 points. Oh, we don't have the points for this. I want something that has a bit of punch for those points. We have 60 points left over. So the infantry sections are too expensive. We're going to have to go with the transport jeeps, but we don't have the points to add this, because look. That sucks. You know what? Clear. Right. Okay. Back. Right now, we have a lot of stuff that has recce, right? All of these trucks, and all of them can shoot. So what you're going to do, you're not going to go hunting for enemy armor. You're going to shoot them up instead. You're going to shoot up soft-skinned, and you're going to give the HMG into whatever sides of the Darker Stewards that you're inevitably going to meet. Yeah. So what do we do here? The final points. We need a bit more infantry, but we don't have the points for it, and nothing we can do here except we could cut off one jeep, so that would be 5 SAS jeeps. I think we're going to have to do that. Right, let's clear this. Okay, save and back. We have enough points now for an infantry section. We don't have enough for a full. We have it for 7 man with rifles. So they're going to be foot slugging. They're going to be riflemen. 108. Because then we go over points. They're going to be foot slugging. Let's give one of them medic, because we can. Still a few points light. Could we buy for this? Yes. Yes, we could. We could buy side-facing MMGs, or yeah, that's point better spent than a bloody medic for this group. This group is going to go skirmishing. There are 7 veterans. They are tough fighters. Nobody's going to go near them. They are going to skirmish on their own on foot, and the rest of the list is just going to rush up against one flank. They're going to outflank. This is going to be brilliant. It's going to be so much fun playing this list. So let's buy for the final points. Let's buy a side-facing pintle-mounted LMG. Right, that is 1247 of long-range desert group SAS Independent Reinforced Platoon Special Forces from the Western Desert book. We have, let's review. So we have the Lieutenant group, 4-man group, veterans, tough fighters. They have submachine guns, very deadly. They can get out with the rest of the very deadly infantry groups here. We have 2, we have 3, we have 4 sections of 4 men with submachine guns. They sit in those 2 CVT trucks. along with the demolition teams. So wherever these go, they are going to unload an absolute crap ton of submachine armed men, and because they are in several different groups, they are going to pin stuff out. We have 14 order dice, which is low. I'm sorry about that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 SAS jeeps, and 3 of them have HMGs. So they can kill veterans, they can go hunt soft-skinned and lightly armored vehicles, and the rest are just spamming out machine gun shots, 15 shots per jeep. That is a lot of shots. Then we have the 2 transports. Both of them also have quite a lot of shots. So they have the forward-facing pintle-mounted twin Wickers. That's 10 shots. So really, really good. And one of them even has a side-facing extra LMG, 4 extra shots, 14 shots. So this is machine gun and SMG spam, and I think this can work, especially if you use those special rules: drive through terrain, drive through rough ground, outflank. I think that's the way to go if you want to run long-range desert group. Right, that was my bit for the long-range desert group. So I don't know if this actually works. I've played around with it some myself with the long-range desert group. I don't think it's the most competitive list you can build. They lack anti-tank, as you may notice here, but those bombs are very interesting, and if you can place them right, they're very, very good. And the outflank is very strong, and as is the drive up, shoot, and then recce special rule. You can really do stuff with that. Right, that was it. Good luck, Craig.